You know, when you're talking about, you're giving a bit of history as to, how we got to this particular stage and how the PDP is not afraid of upcoming parties. Something struck me as to how, people have moved across party lines. As soon as they're not satisfied here, they move on here and move on there. In all of this, there's been no thread of ideology, or do you think that there is one that people are sticking with in the different parties that they belong to?
Mokwe, can you come back again with the last statement?
I'm asking if there is a thread of ideology, because you've talked about a lot of movement. Is there a thread of ideology that people have been able to hold on to in the PDP or in any other party that they've moved on to? Let's take your example, for instance.
Oh, yes, thank you very much. You see, every party has its own ideology and concept. You understand now? Looking at the formation of new parties, is if you check their manifesto too, run around it, check PDP manifesto, it's still the same family. You understand? Is it okay? What is the slogan? The slogan is good governance, and that is what I represent. National Coalition for Good Governance. Because it's either you are ABGA, you are APC, you are PDP. What is matter to me is proper representation. You understand? The crowds of people in the National Assembly, those days that the people just write name, but it's not like that today again. If you look at President Jonathan, he allowed free choice. You understand? That is why you can have a governor in Edo State that is not PDP member. Even in Ondo State, Olusegun Mimiko is Labour Party, and the rest of it like that. So the good governance there is about delivering. You understand? You deliver to the people. You see, even though we are talking about PDP, and because PDP is just the malaria of every Nigerian, and I don't see why that should happen, because understanding of every individual based on his or her experience. What you see is what you are going to say. I've been with them for some time, and that's what we call political apprenticeship. You have to learn and understand the dynamic of the country, the dynamic of the party, because every party has its own policy. But the same policy that I am agitating for is good governance. You get what I'm saying? That irrespective of the party. So if you're talking about the bottom line of, is there any ideology from this party crossing to another party? No, it's just an aggrieved member who believes that because he's supposed to be governor, or he's supposed to he nominated a minister that didn't give him, or in the party hierarchy, his candidate was not shortlisted, so like that. So everybody wants to be a king in their own show. So, and I don't think that is good. And furthermore, let me say this again to you, in regards of for the purpose of leadership. You see, be a governor or a senator or a House of Rep member, even at the local level, the chairman of the local government, to me, is a privilege. You understand? It's a privilege. Because for you to be a solid politician, you need two things. And those two things are very, very important. And what are those things? One, that's what we call street credibility. You understand? Your street credibility plays a major role in politics. You understand? Then you have wisdom. You understand? The wisdom aspect of it may just be 40% thereabout, or 50%, because as a president or as a governor, you don't work alone. You have PAs, you have SAs, You have personal assistants. These are the people to form the government with you. So your street credibility is ability to work with everybody in respect of the political parties. You understand? You have seen the president in the recent time, the former presidential aspirant of ACN, the chairman of Ribadu, the chairman of what do you call it, EFCC. You understand? The president gave him an appointment, so that is street credibility. You will be streetwise and be able to go along with everybody. But it's not enough to have street credibility.
You talked about something, if I might quickly jump in here, Mr. Aderemi. You talked about how the PDP is the malaria of everyone. I didn't quite understand that statement.
Come again.
You talked about the PDP being the malaria of everybody. I didn't understand that statement.
Yes, okay, thank you. It's in terms of delivery. You know, people will say PDP for 14 years now. That is the acronym of most of the new political parties that are springing up. I'm just trying to be technical here, you understand, because I'm on air. You know, the other political parties that are coming on board, they will leave PDP and go and form their own party and said, after all, PDP for the past 14 years, what have they delivered to Nigeria? That is why it's a malaria. You understand? And malaria is a symptoms that everybody is accredited to. So it's not a peculiar thing to one person. You understand? So most Nigerian talks about PDP for the past 14 years for crying out loud. That party has tried for Nigeria.
All right,
they have tried for Nigeria because
let's talk about
if you are bringing a new party now,
because we do
they are going to start all afresh again.
A lot now from what they've been saying about what to expect. Let's hear from you. What do you expect INEC to do, especially following up from the 2011 general elections, to make the 2015 general elections a lot better than that of 2011?
Thank you very much. Professor Ataru Jega, I want to use this opportunity to appreciate the tremendous work the man is doing. I have not even met him one-on-one, but my brother, you people are journalists, you understand that if somebody is working, the man is working, you understand. The last election, all the returning officers that he appointed are all professors of one institution or the other. That is credibility. You understand? It still bogs back to my analysis that for you to be a leader, two things must follow: your street credibility plus your wisdom. Because a man that operates only on street credibility minus wisdom is equal to foolishness. And a man that possesses high level of wisdom without a street experience, such man will be operating under the siege of lackadaisicality. Even while he's performing, you will not see it. You understand now? So you need both wisdom and street credibility. Professor Ataru Jega, as I speak to you today, you will agree with me, combine both together. Because you hardly hear any funny news now from INEC. INEC is an institution now that they are ready to deliver come 2015.
You know
you
that
understand now? Because the combination of street credibility plus wisdom is equal to ability. Because for every ability, I bet you there are responsibilities.